That's all 10 bags. Now we just gotta head home. Well, we're back on Sarpy Creek. It's nice and dry at the moment, so we're gonna go ahead and try to run the tractor and the trailer up to the ranch. But first, we're gonna stop by Joe's house and grab my truck. All right, Joe brought me back to my truck. All right, go ahead and get back on Sarpy Creek. There's Joe and Steven. Here they come. All right, time to get these chickens fed. All right, that's it for tonight, guys. We actually got everything unloaded. Joe's disconnected, and he's actually heading to California in a couple days, so we need to get this done pretty soon, and we have some pretty bad weather coming in as well. So we'll show you all what happens when we get this thing open and start feeding some chickens. Hey, real quick. So since 2011, our family's been working hard to get this ranch where it's at. We love living in Montana, raising chickens, and providing eggs to our community, with you guys following along to watch the process. Starting this year, we want to use Wilson Brothers Ranch to give back to the people of the community, and you can too. That's why we're asking folks to subscribe to us on Facebook for just $1.99 a month. It's a small monthly subscription to support our mission to donate premium eggs to places that feed good people. If you ever wanted to do some good from behind the screen, today could be that day. We'll keep you posted with updates so you can see the good we're accomplishing as a community. Back to the video. Welcome back to Wilson Brothers Ranch. On this episode, we're finally getting the back of the dry van opened up, and we're gonna go ahead and get some of this chicken feed on the Bobcat that we got warming up. So we'll go ahead and open it up. And all of our food is way back there, so we'll go ahead and use that pallet dolly to bring it up close to the back of the trailer, and we'll go ahead and load that onto the Bobcat. And from there, we're going to go ahead and put it on Old Yeller. So we're going to drive Old Yeller down to the Quonset hut so the Bobcat could take a big 4840 to take food, and we're actually going to start placing 4840s in the summer pasture to get ready for the Great Migration for the summertime. It's still a little bit cold. It's a little bit too cold for the chickens to be moved in the summer pasture, so we're going to wait a little bit longer. So for now, we're actually going to put a little bit of food in the winter pasture, put a little bit of food in the summer pasture, and yeah, so we'll be driving a lot around, and yeah, y'all just have to see it to kind of figure out what we're doing. So first things first, we got to get Old Yeller cranked up. I don't know if it's going to fire by itself or we'll have to get some battery packs, so let's go ahead and figure it out. All right, we'll see how Old Yeller cranks up. It's almost wanting to. Cranked up by herself, real nice. We'll just go ahead and close the hood, let it warm up for a bit or two, and yeah, load that chicken feed in the back of this bed. All right, get it all together. See how we do in two-wheel drive on these rocks. So far, so good. I'm just gonna go ahead and get kind of close to this back of this driving, like that right there. So now, I will have to turn around to go out that way, but that's not too hard. Go ahead and drop this, and for now, I guess we'll just go ahead and leave the lift gate up. Pretty strong tailgate, so made it of steel. Not bad for a wood truck. So yeah, we'll just load some chicken grain in there and pick up an empty 4840 and bring that down as well. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do today. Here we have all of our 10 bags in the back of this trailer. Go ahead and make sure it's on lift. And these don't weigh hardly anything. They're just 1 ton bags, so 2,000 pounds is nothing for our Bobcat. Just slowly roll it out of here. Don't want any crazy problems. And we'll go ahead and turn this thing around. just like so. All right, I'll roll it towards the back, getting it lined up with the Bobcat. Looks like the Bobcat's lined up pretty close to the center of this trailer. All right, I don't want to get too close. Right there. All right, very smart that we got these radios. Get that pallet jack out of here. And go ahead and watch all this going around. We got the first pallet of chicken feed. You're clear. Just keep backing up. I'm going to change the direct trajectory of the truck. Little bit to the left. Yes, sir. Good to drop. You want to shove this thing in a little bit more? All right, good to go. And I don't want to have to go all the way around and yada yada, so I'm just going to go ahead and back up. All right, now Steve and I are headed down to the winter pasture.
It snowed 6 inches on Friday, and now it's Tuesday of the next week, and it's going to be 70 degrees outside.
Yep, that's Montana weather for you. Feels like a pretty steep hill in this truck compared to the side-by-sides we used to driving. Dad's actually headed to the summer pasture to drop off the 4840 because these 4840s are where we keep these chicken seed bags in usually. Make sure I'm not hitting anything coming through here. It's going to be a little bit warmer today, so we decided to put some waters outside. And right here in the center is our best shot. Go ahead and just reverse this. It's about here. So it's just a little bit easier to get with the side-by-side. We'll go ahead and grab our 10 snips as well. Metal strapping off. Not wanting to cut with the 10 snips. There we go. Have a hell of a little bit more tension than that. And cut that. Come on, 10 snips, do your work. Do your job. that off to the side. Well, oh, he thinks he's gonna lift it from there. It's that metal thing that I cut off. Both loops are barely on, just pull it towards you a little bit. All right, now we can go ahead and get all this off. All right, now this 4840 is empty, and we're filling it up with this bag here. All right, it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get high enough. All right, so far so good. All right, and that's where we're gonna be at. I'm just gonna inspect this side, make sure we don't have any rips or anything like that. It looked good so far. All right, go ahead and get underneath here and get this untied. Oh, here we go. All right, now we're just gonna slowly lift up so we get the rest of this feed out. Shake this up a little bit and force all this feed inside, so we should be able to have the entire feed, 2,000 bags of feed in this 4840. So this 4840 is 48 inches by 48 inches, and it holds 40 bushels of feed, apples, anything you want to put in these things. And they're completely food safe, water resistant, or weatherproof, and they hold us some pretty strong winds as well. We have pretty crazy winds here in Montana, and that's always a big plus when we're buying stuff. We got to make sure it's going to hold up to the wind and hold up to the crazy weather that we have up here, for sure. All right, go ahead and close that off. We have a little bit more left in the bag here. I think we're just gonna go ahead and close that off right there. And then we can smooth out all this food up on top, because we still want these to be kind of level with our sides so the lids will fit. So now we're just gonna go ahead and back up. This is my new pet. I named him Rex. He's a little big, but he's got a friendly temperament. I think I've walked the Bobcat more than I've walked the dogs now. Farm dogs kind of walk themselves. Coming. All right. All right, there's all the feed out of there. We can go ahead and close this feeder up, take this bag off. Now our dad's gonna go ahead and head up and get some more 4840s, bring them back to the summer pasture, and we're gonna go ahead and bring just a little bit more food down to the summer pasture as well, fill the 4840s, and yada yada, so on and so forth. So we'll go ahead and take our bag, and we actually saved these because they're in such good working condition. All we have to do is just tie the bottoms up, and they'll be good to go. All right, just flatten all this food out. And what's good about the 4840 lids is they're actually a little concave, so they're not completely flat. We can have a little bit of a mound in the middle here. And yeah, we can get right up to the edges. I mean, right up to the edges. All right. Lid on. I like to put one side on first. There it goes. Now it's clipped on. And just like that, we still have a little bit of room as well for a little bit of extra feed. As you can see, I had a little bit of bubble just from some compressed air in there. Oh, we are still good. Now all we have to do is go back up and repeat the process. So changing plans, we're actually putting a 4840 in the back of Old Yeller instead. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got that 4840 pushed all the way forward. And with the lid, I think we can fit the whole bag of feed back there. I'm not sure.
Pretty close.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this bag of feed with the forks. Get that one strapped there. We got all 4 strapped. Keep coming in. All right, we are good to go. We'll see how we do with those forks and getting it out the top of that 4840. We'll see how we do. Tall enough to just come on through. Real close to that 4840 now, and I think you'll we gotta set it down there. It's getting real close to where he's got to end off. Go ahead and push it. Go, just like that. It's pretty much in the bed now. Now, if he wants to, he can reposition to get a little bit further in, but I think we're all right. We're good for now. Had to ride down with the chickens just fine. All right. Dad got an extra 4840. Go ahead and get out of here. Accidentally put it in second. But now we are just headed down there with the 4840 and that chicken food in the back of the truck. Take it nice and easy, especially these seals. Pulling up to the summer pasture with all of this stuff because pretty soon that's where these guys are going. That's where they'll live. Just slither my way through here. So far, everything's looking good back there. Still got a bag of food, so that's a good sign. And we actually moved the chickens across the summer pasture, the entire summer. So they're not just sticking in one spot. So we actually reset our chicken tractor to the very, very far back reaches of the summer pasture. So they'll actually start way over there in that chicken tractor. And that's where we're putting all the food back there. So it's a lot easier for it to access there. And we'll probably stage these feed bags across the summer pasture with 4840s. Or we'll just put it all on the back fence. We'll probably just put it all on the back fence. It's not too hard to move it with the Bobcat. So now we're picking up the feed bag. We're looking good. Real good, actually. Out of the way so we're not ripping anything. All right, pretty good there. And now this feed bag here can go to the 4840 we have up against the fence. Go ahead and put it right here. Yep, so he's coming up and he's actually angling down, so he just needs to come up a little bit and start walking in. We're just now clearing that 4840 and trying to stay away from that tree. So now I have plenty of room to walk in there, make sure all my straps look good. I have to fold this bottom flap out. Let's untie it here. I need to untie that. There we go. Mounted up pretty good. There we go. So now we can get our bottom flap open. There we go. Got our bottom flap open, and there we have our chute. Just like the last one. Go ahead and untie our chute, and it's tied in both directions, so we'll have to untie, unwrap, and then untie again. And we are good for flow. Now this thing's filling up. We saw all organic feed right there. Don't want to move it too much, but I guess we can go ahead and pull that chute any direction we want to. Get a little bit more flow. Pull it in this corner, get a little bit more flow. Pull in that corner, more flow. Pull it into this corner. And finally, our last corner. And this will just go up and up and up until we don't have any more. A little bit more here. And a little bit more feed on this other side. Right there. Keep it coming. And that's about all the food we can fit. So I'll go ahead and wrap around this just like so and kind of cinch on all the food. Pull around, tie it back to each other. And I wasn't able to cinch that super tight, but cinched it up for now. So go ahead and lift up out of there. Get all this extra feed out from the bottom of the chute. All right, so now that lid can close on that one, and we'll go ahead and just set this in here. Go ahead and get together 4840, put it right next to this guy, and go ahead and start filling it up. Watching out for forks or anything up like so. All right. I just want to lift up right here and get it over that. There we go. Watching out for forks, stuff like that. It's funny that our lift gate keeps draining and falling on us. First time that's happened to us, actually. right next to the other one. Nice. It's like a good distance right there. Yeah. Quite a good distance. Alright, now that he's out of the way, we'll just go ahead and take the lid up off this thing and get it filling up. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and pick this bag up and put it right in here. Alright, so we got this 4840 nice and settled in, and we'll just empty out the rest of the food on here. Just like so. Alright, that's 2 bags completely emptied out. We got like 8 more. And we don't have 8 more 4840s, so we're just going to fill up what feed we can, and we'll just put the lids on, keep them nice and weatherproof, weather resistant. Waterproof is what we kind of really want. And what's great is they're food grade, so no plastics actually leaching into our feed and contaminating it. We're just going to mush this to the side, just mush it all to the sides. Make sure it's nice and fitting underneath our lid.
And if it doesn't fit, we could just kind of throw it on the ground, maybe.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little bit of feed.
Buckets and
yeah, exactly.
For the chickens, I mean, they don't care.
Nope, they do not. They prefer it on the ground.
They prefer it in the mud and the compost. And
yep. All right, so this 4840 is completely full. We'll go ahead and slap the lid back on. Oh, that was me clicking my radio. All right, we are nice and fitted on there, nice and tight. We'll go ahead and run back over there, run up to the ranch, and get the other 4840 that Dad's coming with now that he had on just outside the fence, and we'll go ahead and get 2 more bags of feed. We'll be good to go. This is pretty much like the very first stages for our summer pasture for all the chickens being here. So let's go ahead and grab the other ones. Because this top rack in the bed of the truck actually goes inwards, it actually gets a little tighter the further you go back. So he's actually going to push it with the forks, just like so. Yep, and it's going back. I think we can throw both 4840s in here, and then you bring a bag of food down. .4840 can stay on here. And then now we just got to go over to the big dry van and pick up a bag of food on the forks. We are here to the trailer now. All we have to do is get inside and get a pallet. Looking good. All right, he's all loaded up. Go ahead and pick that pallet up. All right, gotta get this turned around. Thinking right around there. Does weigh a little bit, but that is the last one we can do, I believe. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this pallet jack on the next pallet and get it ready to be fronted. But I'm not going crazy in here with the pallet jack or anything, or this thing. Hopefully this thing's not going to collapse on me. No, I'm playing. This thing's pretty safe. This is the trailer we took with us to Fort Benton. If you guys didn't see that video, you might want to check it out. It's pretty cool. All right, that's it. So yeah, we think this is the last one we can get. Again, this is all organic feed we get from Fort Benton, Montana Flour and Grain. They're great people. We went there twice now, and this is probably the biggest order we've gotten before. and we gotta keep getting this more, and we're gonna have to get this much feed next time as well, and we're not sure how long this is gonna last us because we keep getting bigger and bigger, and now we don't have to supplement anything. It's pretty much this. We give them worms in the morning, the black soldier fly larvae, and some granite and oyster shell. That's it. And that's all this. I mean, this food is pretty much an all organic mixture we have, and you know, it gives them the proteins they need and the nutrients they need.
Sun's barely up.
That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, go ahead and leave us a thumbs up. It helps our channel out a whole bunch, and kind of lets us know what you guys want to see. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and click subscribe and hit that notification bell down below to stay in the know. We'll see you guys in the next video.